Level up, level up. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do, I still ain't done enough. Level up, level up. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, level up. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. I wanna ball. Waking up meant that he gave me a chance and I'm rolling the dice. I do it all. Living like I'm trying to go for the platinum trophy in life. Who can you call? Really nobody, so you should just follow me on your device. And know if she chilling with me, then it's bound to be chemical X and the sugar and spice. Game in the system, but game is the hobby. I'm probably cocky, but hot as wasabi. I mean, if it's beef, then you know where to find me. My focus is ready and so is my body. You should be running and telling your posse and what's in the speakers and what's in your potty. And she trying to kick it, but this ain't karate. Just keep that shit down while I'm watching Tsunami. I ain't saying I'm a super nerd, but I told you when we got involved, my idea of a perfect date is a PlayStation and some alcohol. I was role playing on GTA. I'm a good guy, but I got it all. If the world should end, be the first to leave, but the last of us acting naughty, dog. Level up, level up. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, level up. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, level up. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, level up. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, level up. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, level up. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. I wanna ball. Waking up meant that he gave me a chance and I'm rolling the dice. I do it all. Living like I'm trying to go for the platinum trophy in life. Who can you call? Really nobody, so you should just follow me on your device. And know if she chilling with me, then it's bound to be chemical X and the sugar and spice. Game in the system, but game is the hobby. I'm probably cocky, but hot as wasabi. I mean, if it's beef, then you know where to find me. My focus is ready and so is my body. You should be running and telling your posse and what's in the speakers and what's in your potty. And she trying to kick it, but this ain't karate. Just keep that shit down while I'm watching Tsunami. I ain't saying I'm a super nerd, but I told you when we got involved, my idea of a perfect date is a PlayStation and some alcohol. I was role playing on GTA. I'm a good guy, but I got it all. If the world should end, be the first to leave, but the last of us acting naughty, dog. Level up, level up. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, level up. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, level up. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough.
No, all because I am so sick. I am so sick that we weren't at PAX. Did I say E3? I meant if I didn't, I meant to say PAX. Because E3 is gonna be heavy topic-sized tonight. But I am sick to my stomach that we were not at PAX East. Could have finally linked up with Dez, could have linked up with those boys from the Iron Lords podcast. Everybody was out there except for us, and we could have been, but we were shifting around resources getting ready for E3, DreamCon. So much coming. That's what like, we can see everybody at the next con, the next convention. Wrong, wrong. We should have been there.
We should
We
have.
should have been there.
There is no next time.
There's always
Mistakes were
next time.
made, Bucko. Mistakes was made, Bucko. Shout out to the chat. Arcade was the first one in the building. Special thanks to you, Arcade, for being the first one in the chat. We appreciate you. You get the love hearts from Hugs and a digital hug from Hugs. Shout out to you. Xbox Expansion Pass. What's going on, Luke? Make sure you guys go check out Xbox Expansion Pass. When I say this man got interview on top of interview on top of interview on top of interview, this man is doing it and doing it the right way. That growth has been superb. Shout out to you, my boy. Bordy McBoard is in the building. Love Bordy. We're going to be our bestest behavior today. This is not last week. Alex is not here.
Oh Lord.
Alex is not here. So you're going to be on your bestest behavior. Now, who in the heck is Destiny Cleveland?
Yeah,
who
I don't
that
know
is?
Who that is?
I have no idea. I heard
just my baby daddy. Who that is? That's just my baby daddy. Who that? That's just my baby daddy, boy. That's just my baby daddy. Hey, the real ones remember that song. Well, every time I call, it's the same thing. You got to be on the phone with your man. Hey, it's lit. Shout out to you, Dad, for rocking with us for show. And you guys do us a big favor because it helps out a lot. It helps out a whole bunch, right? It's the best thing you can do for us, right? And it's for the free. It's a free bird, free 99, free skis. No sandwiches. No sandwiches today. But how you can help us out right now, hit that like button. Hit the like button.
Yes, sir.
Boom. Free. This ain't Twitch. So you can subscribe also for the free bird. Free 99.
They need
for
to
the
change
skis.
it. They need to change the name.
No, that's why they get people subscribe for the free ski. Let alone for the paper. You feel what I'm saying?
Great.
The last thing you can do for the absolute free, shut the stream out. If you guys are on the Twitters, you know what I'm saying? What I should be doing is also being live on the TikToks right now.
Can we do that right now?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we can go live on TikTok now. We got 1,000. Getting a stream key seems to be so weird, but I'm gonna find a way to finagle. I'm gonna finagle things to get us going live on TikTok. That can happen. That's the thing. We can do that right now.
Got it.
But yeah, if you share the stream, if you on that Twitter account, if you are old man, old woman, you still on Facebook, you can do that.
Damn.
Share the stream out. It's free. Done and done. I appreciate. Let's effing go, man. Done and done. I appreciate you, RK. Shout out to y'all, man. For real. I see that. But what I mean to say is, what's going on, people? Fame Entertainment here from LV1Gaming.com, man. Congratulations, you guys leveled up. Am I frozen?
No, you froze earlier and we missed it. It was perfect. It was
really.
Baron was trying to get you unawares.
How frozen?
Perfect.
For like 2 seconds, if that.
It was just enough.
And you missed.
Baron was trying to get you.
Well, I probably captured it on the back end, but we'll see.
That's what you get. What's going on, people? Fame Entertainment here from LV1Gaming.com, man. Congratulations, you guys leveled up to 240. This is the Double XP podcast. Listen, before we go on to topics, give you guys a heads up. 241 gonna be litty. We got the homie Randolph Thor coming through and rocking with us. The man with $1 million gonna rock through with us next week for WXP podcast. And then 15 minutes of fame, I will be going live with Lord Cognito of the On Lords podcast, and make sure you guys come and rock out with that. You're a bit of an Android vibe right now, though. For real? Am I bugging? Tell me how I'm looking. Am I not sexy?
Let me see. Is he?
You're always sexy. Don't even
what had happened
play with
was,
that.
Am I not sexy?
Is it a sound?
Sexy.
Let me see. You're on a bit of an.
Am I? How I sound to y'all?
Not normal.
I sound good to you, B. I can sound good to you, Hugs.
Yeah.
I'm a bit better now. Is it just me? What is happening?
You, bro.
Yeah, it's
And then
always
I'm
you.
It doesn't make sense. It's weird.
And I got
apologize.
chicken frying right here on the desk. It's a hood cast.
You got chicken frying in the background.
Yeah, I got my KFC computer.
So we're not too far from Black History Month for you be out here talking like this.
Oh,
like we just 28 days, 29 days ago. What's wrong with you?
You bringing back the old days when people
We'll
used to eat
never
on
be
stream?
free. We'll never be free from the shackles of this here crack pipe.
Oh Lord.
Lord
This
Jesus.
KFC will never be free.
Lord Jesus.
And you setting us back, already talking about you frying chicken in the bed like this is my 600-pound life.
Hey, bro. Hey, them folks, I know they got the recipes.
They do.
Listen. I know we gotta talk gaming, but there's no way in the hell that the producers aren't telling those people to do that shit. Stuff.
Oh, 100%.
Nah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Like half of it is probably something they do, but then it's probably played up for TV because I mean we've seen the behind the scenes.
Here's 16 Cornish hens. Eat them in bed as you wake up in the morning. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah,
hey, they definitely have
this
meetings.
Can't be real.
They definitely have meetings.
The trauma that I've seen come out of like John and Kate plus 8, you know that those producers were doing so, and like Honey Boo Boo and all that. It's like, yeah, those producers were doing some shady stuff.
They're playing it up.
They are.
They're playing it up. But listen, we're gonna jump into the first topic of the day, and I want to talk about Naughty Dog. Right? We know for a fact. Rest in peace, my homie Demi, who passed away, but he owed me a bet because he was supposed to eat a hat when these PlayStation games came to PC. We told him over and over again, the PlayStation games were coming to PC. And one by one, God of War, The Last of Us, they all dropping on PC like we said they would. And he promised that he would eat a hat. He guaranteed us these games wouldn't come to PC. And he was so confident that he said he would eat a hat. Scully with a brim on live. With no barbecue sauce, no ketchup, no Chick-fil-A sauce. He promised he would.
He was gonna do it dry.
And to get out of that debt, he died.
Yeah.
That's true.
He really
But you know what? The only game that he was like, I will definitely eat this if it comes, still hasn't come. And that's Ghost of Tsushima. Still hasn't come to PC yet.
But that was only one of the many games that we told him what was coming. He didn't believe it.
He said God of War. He said all of that.
And he couldn't just be like a deadbeat dad and go get milk and just pretty. No, he had to go ahead and go see Jesus. Not cool, bro. But Naughty Dog put out a statement, and it's the road ahead. And I was getting flack for what I said about this statement they put out. So I'm gonna read it out to you, and I'm gonna tell you exactly what I think. So, where will the next Naughty Dog development adventure take us? Rest assured, PlayStation and PC players, we're already looking forward to sharing more, whether you prefer a DualSense controller or a keyboard and mouse. Developing for both platforms empowers us to incorporate lessons learned from either into the overall design of our games. Designed for PC as well, not just PlayStation, okay? Mm-hmm. Sharing our stories and experiences on PS5 as well as PC is something that Naughty Dog has embraced and will continue to support moving forward. Now, the gamer with a total of 6 brain cells and have lost 4, so that's 2 remaining. Because for that person, I know that you struggle with that math, that subtraction, okay? You got 2 brain cells remaining. You're going to tell me, oh, well, PlayStation already has games on PC, so that's what they're talking about. Nothing's going to change. Listen to what I just said. Go read it yourself. Listen into how hard they're trying to tell you, hey, PC. It was mentioned 3 times in this, including mouse and keyboard. So what does that tell you? That separation between PlayStation and PC has dwindled down so far to where they're talking about their next game. They're not just talking about PlayStation, the power of the SSD. That's not their conversation. That's not the conversation. Is PS5 and PC. And doesn't that sound familiar? Every time Microsoft talks about that, what they say, Xbox and PC players. Xbox and the cloud, right? What PlayStation is telling you, what Microsoft is telling you is simple. Hey, yes, we know our games on PC, but we're gonna go even further. They're preparing you. The same people who say the games would never come to PC, now they're saying, well, they came to PC, but they're not day and date. That's going to go too, because I've always said this one simple fact. If I am an investor and you tell me I can have 3 million today and 6 million tomorrow, Or I can give you 9 million today, give you all of it one time. I want it all right now. Don't tell me as an investor, I can get some, but hey, later on, we're going to do this, and then you're going to get even more money. No. I want that money now. And if you're thinking that's not the path that PlayStation is going, you're simple-minded, sir, ma'am, them. Trying to get everybody in the group because gamers come in all shapes, form, and sizes. I'm talking to everybody. If you believe that PlayStation does anything outside of what their investors want them to do, you got yourself fooled. They do not care about you and your loyalists and your loyalty to them. They care about what their investors want them to do. And investors saying, hey, we see how God of War selling on PC. We see how Horizon selling on PC. Hey, we want that money a little earlier, especially what's going on with the world, and the dollar ain't promised to be strong tomorrow.
Man,
it's not. Right. The dollar's not being promised to be strong tomorrow. So I want all them dollars today. Go ahead, B. Your thoughts on this Naughty Dog statement?
That it is a sign of the times because let's be real, Naughty Dog has been the console pusher for
true.
PlayStation outside of Call of Duty. When it comes to the bangers, the exclusives, it's been Naughty Dog. So for the flagship developers to come out and say PC day and date, basically they didn't. Of course,
they didn't say it, but we see it.
They implied.
They led with that. It's coming. That's definitely the next yellow post we're gonna see. But
yep.
But yeah, it's coming, and you can't blame them because it's just so many PC players out there. It's a whole nother ecosystem you can tap into. I think before we get day and date, I think we'll see a full-on PlayStation Store app like we see with Epic Store and like we see with Xbox. I think we'll get something like that where you'll have to log into 6 different things to play one game, and Lord forbid you buy your game through like you get your Call of Duty officially, and then you got to log into Activision to then log into or what is it, BlizzNet, to then log into the PlayStation because that's the one you bought it through to play. Like, oh yeah, it's gonna be wow.
But to be fair, Bethesda tried that. Bethesda had their own launcher, and you would have to. And then they got rid of the launcher because they're like, people aren't playing. They don't want to play through this stupid ass launcher. So I think PlayStation will definitely try to force their way in and try to be bullheaded about it. But then they're gonna. I mean, if Epic Games had to conform and like allow cards and achievements now, PlayStation is gonna conform to the PC standard because PC players, I love us. We're a diverse group. We will ride or die, and PC players will often save games. Could you imagine if what is it? It's the one people always make fun of. Oh, it's the motorcycle one that came out on PC or PlayStation.
Oh, Days Gone.
Yeah, if that had dropped day and date on PC too, not only the mods that would have come out of that, but like, I don't think PlayStation would have had an issue that it sold over its lifetime the same as Ghost of Tsushima, because Tsushima sold more day one than that did. But I think if it came on PC, it's just more money in these people's pockets. And Naughty Dog likes money because Naughty Dog right now is the hot-ish because of Last of Us. So it only makes sense that while they're the hot-ish, they're going to announce, hey, we want more money, so we are going to release on PC. Now, if you make a good, competent port, that's different compared to the ports they're making now. Because those are...
Yeti, man. he looked like a post-apocalyptic Yeti.
Yeah. Yeah.
Talk about Joel. Did you see that picture of Joel looking tired of all the ports?
Yeah.
He looked exhausted.
Yeah. Like, just make competent
that man looked
ports,
like a cryptid.
and PC players will be happy. Because let's not kid ourselves here. If you have sailed the unfriendly waters, you know that these games are on PC already, just not in the way that these guys want them. So they're gonna come. People are gonna enjoy it, and I don't think, as I always quote Wandering Dutch, your loyalty to a plastic box should stop other people from enjoying these stories that you've had years to craft and love, like Horizon, like Last of Us that now a new group of people, a new generation of people, especially with Last of Us, are getting to experience for the first time. Don't you want to have a water cooler talk with somebody about something that you're like, remember this insane moment? Instead of, it's stuck on my platform. You don't get to play it because even though the game is past its life cycle and it's 10 years old now, you don't get to play it because you're on PC. I've never understood
You
that in
know,
my opinion.
that's what I love about receipts. If you go on Twitter and you type at FAMEENT2K and then space, hit the space bar, and then type in factions, you're going to see a numerous amount of tweets from me over the last couple of years telling you that when Factions 2 drops, it will be day and date with PC. I've been saying it for the last year and a half, and no one's been paying attention. I've had a few people get mad at me for saying it. And you don't think this is Naughty Dog telling you when Factions drop, it's going to also drop on PC? It's going to be a multiplayer game, and it's going to drop on PC day and date. And I've been saying this for I finally put this meme in here. Yay! Let me try to put this meme in here for the longest time. I've been getting distracted because of it. Come on, come on.
Yes,
it was true. We see what you was doing, Microsoft. But it's true. Like you took number one. We're not gonna get into the fact that they took a multiplayer mode out of The Last of Us Part 1, right? You took it out. It was just a single player game, right?
And then charged more. But then charged more.
Now
because it wasn't at $70.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How do you take out a whole mode and then charge more?
If Factions 2 is a standalone game and it's a full-fledged, like you're gonna get 2 to 3 times the experience you would have gotten if it was a tag along with the main story.
So you
I'll
mean
give you that
battle pass and a hub?
Yeah. When these games come to PC, they're going to expose a lot of flaws that either security flaws because Don just brought Kev, what up? Kev just brought it up. Faction is going to be full of hackers. If you've played cross-platform on Call of Duty, on Warzone, it's going to be bad. And there'll be the good thing about it will also be the data mining.
You think Naughty Dog has the cojones to make it free to play, Hugger? What if they made it free to play? Factions 2.
I don't know if they would go free to play.
You got to compensate for taking it away from people.
They could do like Reverse and make it. Is Reverse free? That Resident Evil. I don't know if that one's free. I think you had to buy Resident Evil Village at first.
I'm gonna tell you why they won't. Because we're dealing with the Apple of the gaming world. If I believe Xbox would have made it free to play. I believe Amazon or I think they would have. I think other companies would have made it free to play. But
Halo
because we're dealing, huh?
My bad. No, go ahead.
What'd you say?
Halo free to play.
Halo free to play was a mistake.
No, I think it introduced it to people who would have never played it.
Yeah.
I don't think it was a mistake. You got to think you got a whole generation of people who would have never touched that game.
That's true.
I'm just being real. I wouldn't have played it.
Who is the guy we had on the other?
I still haven't played the story.
2 months ago. 2 months ago, that his first Halo was 4. The face.
You see what? Yeah.
I can't remember.
Oh yeah, King. Yeah.
Yeah. Like there's a whole 20 years of experience. But that's the thing.
No, but this is what I'm saying though. So them making it free to play, I don't imagine. I don't think Naughty Dog's gonna do it.
Yeah, and I'm seeing 70 Factions definitely $70.
Or they'll hit us with the $39.99 guy.
Yeah, I think they'll start it as a paid mode, and then when it starts to taper off, they'll hit it with free to play.
Oh yeah, Bordy, you're 1,000% right with that battle pass issue. When it came to Halo, because first and foremost, why you got all the different armor pieces separate and not able to combine and that's a whole nother issue. But yeah, Naughty Dog, they making everybody come out the pocket, bro, and then they're gonna add the battle pass, And then there's going to be the pre-order premium 10-day early beta that's going to be exclusive to PlayStation Plus Supreme members.
I do think regardless, Naughty Dog, PlayStation is pretty much telling you the day of day and date is around the corner.
Yeah.
We're getting closer. If you notice how these games are getting closer, right? And I think I wouldn't be shocked to have for Naughty Dog to be that. I mean, Naughty Dog is a premier developer, right? Premier top of the line, right?
Yeah.
Even though, thank God they're not getting the heat for this Last of Us 1 port. They're a top notch developer, right? There's anyone who doubts that is just a hater, right? They're one of the best in the business, right? So I can see PlayStation trusting them to be the all right. If anyone's going to do it first, we're going to let y'all be the ones to do it, right? I know for some people they're going to be afraid of, oh, is this going to take away from my PlayStation 5? As in, it's not a PlayStation game being ported over. The way this reads out, their next game is being built with PC in mind, which is why I'm so hard up on telling you it's day and date. I almost said something else. Well, I'm so hard up on telling you it's going to be day and date, right? Because they're telling you they're building their next game with PC in mind, not just your DualSense controller, mouse, and keyboard. So they're not going to do all this work for the PC version of the game, right? And have it ready for you day one and give it to you a year later. That's not what's about to happen. That's not about to happen. They're going to do all that work from then up until when it releases to release it day one on PC. This isn't a port. You got to understand that. This isn't a port. It's going to be built from the ground up with PC in mind, not just PlayStation. Times have changed.
So my console is not first and foremost anymore?
No. Sorry.
This is the natural
But what about the DualSense?
What about the power of the SSD?
Nah, I'm talking mess, but I ain't. It's funny, right? I kind of feel bad, like for those folks who are seriously, because it's sad that they sold the whole idea of like this is the only thing that matters and anything else will diminish it. So that any slight change that comes along, like honestly, the way everything is going, it's like they're using Jim Ryan as the fall guy for all the adjustments of bringing PlayStation into the modern gaming world. And then they'll just throw it at him, kick him to the side, and bring up some champion. Like
that makes you believe that if it's not just on your console, it's inferior. That's crazy.
Yeah. Like that's what they've done. And it's a hell of a sales tactic. Obviously it works. But the problem with that is you build up this whole scenario of if you have any fault or any chink or any shift in your armor or in your layout or your sales pitch or your design, that it's crumbling. So they put themselves in a corner, and that's why now that I said it out loud, I could definitely see them using Jim Ryan as like the guy for the change. And then they sacrifice him and bring up.
And in 20 years, we'll praise him.
Yeah, like he made the right. Yeah, there'll be documentaries and everything. Yeah. I could totally see that happening, because they're making the adjustments.
They are.
I think
they really are.
I know Jim Ryan gets a lot of crap, and people love Sean Layton. I love Sean Layton too. Yeah. I think Jim Ryan was the person they needed because he is bringing on a change that I don't think the old PlayStation regime would have been.
They would have never done
to do. Right now, it could be to where he's being forced to do it because Jim Ryan has the boss, right? He got people to report to. He got people. So maybe they're forcing him to do it, right? But I don't see the old PlayStation wanting anything to do with not only being on PC but promoting PC and saying, "Hey, we're going to make games," and without telling you, like, "Hey, you don't necessarily have to buy a PlayStation to do it. If you want, not that I'll tell you want to experience our next game, we're building it up day one for your PC. You don't have." They're telling you whether it's DualSense or mouse and keyboard. I.e., hey, you don't have to buy a PlayStation, but you can spend $70 in software where we will 100% make a profit on, which we don't do with our console, which is the game of the game. Microsoft could care less about you buying a damn Xbox, or you subscribe to Game Pass.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
PlayStation, even though Microsoft ain't showing really showing dollars and cents, PlayStation knows that makes sense.
Mhm.
They
Can
know
I
it
can I
makes
com-
sense.
can I complain real quick?
Yeah.
You just brought up something. Once again, and anytime we talk about PlayStation, I'll make sure to bring this up. Why hasn't PlayStation included Crunchyroll into their PlayStation Plus subscription service? Do you
Yep.
guys know that Crunchyroll owns VRV?
Mm-hmm.
They own Funimation, and all of these things are still up and running. And I believe if you have a premium, don't quote me because I could be completely wrong, but I could be double paying. But if you have premium Crunchyroll, you can still have premium or at least commercialless VRV. But my point is, these are all the American or North American streaming services for anime. I can't speak
Mhm.
for the world, but for my situation, when I want to legally, without sailing the seas, watch some anime, it's always through something that's owned by Sony.
Mhm.
Why not tie it to PlayStation Plus and boost your? I don't even play PlayStation right now because I don't have a PS5 and I'm not going back to those load times in my PS4. I
Yeah.
refuse. I would
Fair.
pay for PlayStation Plus right now if it came
Hell
with
yeah.
Crunchyroll because that would be a better decision because I would get all the games, access to the games, and da 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 da. But then also, I use Crunchyroll religiously.
Mhm.
I I don't get it.
They would see a massive jump in play. I mean, you,
Yeah,
you would you would get me to do it
I
if
would
it's like
sign up.
PlayStation Plus, and I could that's rolled into my Crunchyroll. Yeah, I would just stop the Crunchyroll and have my PS Plus
Yeah,
um,
thank you.
Yep.
instantly.
I
You're getting me more
without hesitating.
value. You're getting me more value for my dollar.
Mhm.
And I get it. I guess for them, they might be saying, "Oh, we might lose money on this." You
Not
you you
really.
you're probably gonna earn more money because I'm paying. I don't have PS Plus right now,
Me
right?
neither.
I got a
Mhm.
Crunchyroll. But if you tell me my Crunchyroll is rolls my PS Plus, I'm gonna go get PS Plus.
Yeah,
You're
and
getting
I'm
more
gonna pay
money
the
out of me
extra two
as
three
a whole.
dollars to have both. Like I'm gonna do that
Look at
without
Prime.
hesitating.
Amazon Prime.
Yeah,
You get movies, you get some audiobooks, you get music, and you also get gaming stuff.
and you get Twitch subs to throw out.
Exactly. Amazon, not promoting Amazon because they have shady practices too, just like Sony, but they kind of like hit the nail on the head. You get Twitch, so if you love to watch people, you throw out a free sub there. You get your full TV shows, your movies, some amazing TV shows like The Boys and everything, and you can
Mm-hmm.
get stuff for Call of Duty, New World, Lost Ark. They'll give away two free games every month, or even 2 to 4, depending on the cycle.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's so much tied in to
Value.
Prime that it is so worth the 8, 9, whatever you pay for it.
And why not have a subsection of movies that you produced?
Put the
You're a
James
movie
Bond movies
company.
on there.
No, but this is what I'm saying. You're a movie company. Like,
Hmm.
why don't you have these things just tied into a vault? Like, hey, go watch anything Sony made,
Hmm.
whether it's a
I
music
should
video, whether
try that movie for free if I got PS Plus after it
no,
left
but
theaters.
no, all the Spider-Man movies, no,
Yep.
serious. Like
After it left
this,
theaters, now available in PS with a PlayStation Plus subscription.
Hmm.
why am I selling your service better than you? And you have a great service. Like you have things to make it one of the best services ever
Hmm.
right now.
I'm gonna make this quick point. Well, actually, I'm gonna do what Rain says. Name
Didn't
5
TriStar get bought by
Sony
Sony?
movies. Who?
Remember TriStar? I used to love them TriStar movies with
Oh,
the Pegasus
TriStar.
running up.
I
They
don't
used to
know.
make all the
Yeah.
great like '90s movies. Like I can't name one right
Yeah.
off top, but I know anytime I saw that horse or that Pegasus, I knew the
Yep.
movie was about to be
Name
fire.
5 great Sony
About
movies.
five.
Hey, I'm gonna make a really small point before we change topics, okay? And because Hugger brought up the Amazon Prime, and then Barry brought up the Twitch subs, right? to all Twitch streamers. When I throw you my Amazon Prime sub and you say, "Oh, thanks for subbing," don't say thanks for subbing with Amazon Prime and make me feel bad because I'm giving you my free sub. Just say thank you for subscribing, fame, and move the F on. Because the moment you say Prime sub with Prime, I'm leaving your stream and I'm never giving you my funky little free Prime subscription again.
Facts.
Oh, your game, yeah.
Facts. That is so true.
Hey,
I'm just saying.
And
oh,
if
there
you
you go.
guys-
Say
do
something
that.
else.
if you don't
Something
believe
else.
that
You
PlayStation
sound
or
crispy
Last
now.
of Us
You was
is
just-
not Last
You was
of
doing
Us.
a 15 minutes of fame for 30 minutes.
If you don't
My
believe Naughty
bad.
Dog is gonna release on PC day and date, remember it used to take a year for movies to come to VHS and then 6 months to come to DVD, and now don't forget Black Widow dropped the same day on streaming services as it did in theaters. The times are changing. Things will happen. Hey, right?
Yeah,
ain't
ain't
nothing
no wrong
wrong.
with free game Prime sub, but when you said in your stream, "Hey, thanks for subbing with your Amazon Prime," like don't say that,
With your
bro.
broke self.
If somebody calls you out for that, they don't deserve it.
Like, come on, bro. Yeah, I got it for free, and I'm throwing it to you. Be grateful.
free
Don't tell
guy.
people. Don't tell people I'm giving you something I got for free. Just say thank you and move on, bro.
The
Amen.
free guy.
Making me feel bad, but like I feel really poor. Like, and I'll never give you my sub again. I'll never like. I miss when Hugger was streaming because Hugger's my girl, right? So when Hugger was
Streaming.
streaming on Twitch every month, I was sub for like
Yes.
Yeah.
24 months straight, giving the
That's
Hugger.
true.
Like that she called me
Hey,
out.
You know what I noticed? You can't just like sub for a month anymore. It like I think it's like auto subs now.
Really?
At least that's what it looks like on my end. So
I
I
don't
don't
like
sub
that.
anymore. I give subs.
I like to be passed around. I pass my sub around. You get some subs
Hey,
this
no,
month.
no. I'm not
You
talking
get
about the Twitch. I'm talking about like if I went to and bought and like, hey, I want a tier 1 sub to this person. I love what they're doing.
auto renews.
It looks like it auto renews. Now I could be wrong, but that's what I saw. Oh yeah, it's def auto subs. Yeah,
Oh,
that's what I
no.
gift. I gift now because that's easy. Like, oh hey, I love what you're doing. Here's a sub. I
I
gift
would
it.
gift it. Yeah.
I don't sub anymore. If you buy, yes, it auto renews. Yeah, no more, bro. Yeah, no,
That's dirty, bro. Because I don't want
because
to auto.
it used to be every month.
when you a sub. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, see, Bordy caught on. I slide a gift, no problem. Like, oh man, had it 5, you earned it. That's the least I can do. Like,
Yeah.
but I'm
that's-
not. Oh no.
That's
When I come to your stream and I give you my Prime sub, don't tell the world it's a Prime sub.
I don't
Just
know
tell
why
them
somebody
I
would call you
sub
out.
and move
$5.
on.
You take your
Don't-
$2 and go on your way. Don't call somebody out.
Yeah, I'm
Your
trying to
broke
pass my
self.
sub about $5 foot long. I pass
Oh.
my subs to as many people as possible.
Hey, why
the
do I
time,
want
bro.
to stream on Twitch just to have that pop up when somebody does their Twitch Prime?
$5 foot
You're an
long.
ass.
I'm trying to get his sub out. Hey, Dad, you want a sub?
How did we get back to the sandwich talk from last week? Why are we on subs right
Oh
now?
Lord.
Swaggy see somebody slide on my listen, trying to get these subs out here, baby. $5. And they $5, right? It's like $5.99, $5 foot longs. That's like the perfect thing that somebody can play when somebody get them a sub.
Bro. No, we not talking about the Jared Doc.
Yeah,
Nope.
Shout out to the chat. If you guys can hear my voice, for the free 99, you can hit that like button. For the free 99, you hit that sub button. Is that Steph? I ain't see Steph in here in a minute.
Oh, Lord.
Damn.
Man.
For me.
Yo, our old minds are coming out of the woodwork. I appreciate y'all coming through, man. It's the whole thing is mine now. They're coming back. They're coming back. Well, I appreciate y'all for real. But if you can hear my voice, hit that like button.
Des.
Subscribe. If you hadn't, share the stream out. All right, we still going. We moving. You was on vacation, gang. Okay, I hope you enjoyed yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Rest.
Hope you
Recover.
got you plenty of them subs. You know what I'm saying? I hope you enjoyed yourself.
Yeah, I hope
But we gonna
Mia
move
Khalifa
on.
gave them to you.
Yeah.
Mia Khalifa, FTC.
Yep, she succumbs everybody.
Whoa. Whoa, with mayonnaise. Yo, wow. I missed the fun. Yo,
You don't
wow.
eat mayonnaise on your
You from
sandwich?
Africa, my boy.
Oh, that's
Oh,
dope.
shit.
Oh, that's dope.
Oh, that's what's up.
Doom, 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 doom. My subs ring all the mods to the yard. And they like it's better
Listen.
than yours.
You're an idiot, dude. You're an idiot. We succumbing to more. No, we're not talking about sandwiches this week. If you want to talk about sandwiches, y'all better go back to last week's episode. We are not doing Triple XP Volume 2.
Oh Lord.
That's going to be on the Patreon. Well, our first Patreon video will be we'll bring back Alex and do Triple XP Level 2.
Oh
Just putting it
Lord.
out there.
Triple
Listen,
XP weekends.
not only we're gonna switch topics because not only is this country of ours, which it is what it is, are trying to get rid of TikTok. There are some people in the government who are wanting to look into PlayStation's dominance in Japan. Their 98% market share, according to documents they put out, because they're not counting Nintendo in Japan. Now, the reason this is becoming
Don't count Nintendo.
Yeah, Nintendo
this is
doesn't count.
becoming a thing. Now, we're not going to go
The numbers
political.
are
I'm
skewed.
gonna do my best not to do that, right? The reason this is coming about is because all this up between Microsoft, Activision, Blizzard, different information's coming out, and apparently there's a bunch of things. I can't put. I don't know the exact term for it, so I'm not going to pretend to do. To say between the United States and Japan, to where even with third parties like Japan, Japanese companies can't. They don't want Japanese companies like PlayStation doing what they're doing and saying, "Hey, we don't want to make an exclusive deal. Just don't make this game for Xbox." Which for a lot of times that's what you're hearing because these games there is no special deal in place. They just don't release on Xbox. Now you could easily say, "Hey, these type of games won't sell on Xbox," and I get that, right? The proof is in the pudding. No one can disagree with that. A lot of these Japanese titles do not sell great on Xbox, right? So I can see where the publisher or developer can be like, "Hey, I'm just gonna solely spend my time on this." But does anybody feel like the United States government can truly make any sort of impact to where we're getting a more of these third party games on Xbox where PlayStation just can't say, "Hey, don't make this on Xbox"?
No,
Any chance that's happening?
not when it's another country that Sony was founded in Japan. No, you can't go to another country and say, "I don't like the way your company runs in this country that you were started and founded in." That's a overstep on so many. I mean, I get we have anti-oligarchy rules and anti-monopoly rules. I get that, but you cannot enforce that in a country that is not our own and the company is not based here. Yes, there is Sony America. I get that. But Sony Japan, they're talking about Sony Japan. You can't go to somebody else's country and go, "I don't like that." That's so weird. I don't know why they would try.
Apparently, it's really about the trade agreements between the United States and Japan, right? It's something along these. Again, I can't get too political because I don't really dive in that, but it's something along those lines. But something about the trade agreement, right? And so if the United, and what's funny, what's interesting is the JFTC right after this news came out, they went ahead and said, "You know what, the Activision Blizzard deal, it's cool, no concessions. You ain't got to put nothing. You ain't got to make." They immediately after the JFTC came out and said, "We're good. Uh, Microsoft can own Activision Blizzard, no concessions." If that ain't, you know what I'm saying? Something about that it just seems like there might be something there. There might be some type of agreement that was not being totally, what happened?
Nothing.
Oh,
Baron and his soggy footlongs.
That's
Jesus
why I typed it
Christ.
because I didn't want to say it.
Like I said, I don't know if this will go anywhere, but it's interesting to see that the JFTC immediately let this thing go through right after the fact.
They
I would
don't
love
usually
to see
play
more
with
of
stuff
this
like
game
that.
to Xbox. I just don't know if they'll be bought. Microsoft needs to own a Japanese company.
Mm.
What is happening in the chat?
Kev,
What is happening?
Sarange.
Yo, we haven't went down the Polygon titties pass in a long time. Oh my god.
Polygon titties, nice and juicy. Bring them on.
Fame looks stressed. All right, I'm gonna move forward.
Yeah, because I forgot to do something.
I'm gonna move
Continue
forward.
without me.
Look, the trade we know. I don't know nothing about. I don't know nothing about NATO. I don't know no NATO. That's a classic joke.
You don't know no NATO.
I don't know no
No.
NATO. I don't know. I don't talk about people. I don't know. Rest in peace, Bernie.
I mean,
Mac.
says, you say you think it's going to happen to where the United States can have some influence over this? I'd be shocked if it works. I wouldn't be shocked if there really is some type of agreement going on with them that says, "Hey, you can't really be like this. Isn't we don't do that over here? Y'all agree to this, right?" I wouldn't be shocked. Like I wouldn't be shocked at least bit if there's something in there. Because believe it or not, the United States and Japan is like this.
Yeah,
they tight. You know what I'm saying? You know they're allies, right? And so we'll see.
Hey, what if it turns into like some government initiative to push Xbox? Like all of a sudden you see Xboxes in like Japanese military commercials. Like they relaxation.
they start showing up in
you just see
J-dramas.
like them playing on a Series X.
And again, I don't want to get caught up in this too much. Isn't it weird that the JFTC, the CMA, and the EU all are pretty much going to let this thing go through, and the only thing holding back this American company from owning this other company is the United States? Even the JFTC, Japan, where Sony, that's their home, who you think will have the biggest gripe in this, said,
"We good."
Good. The only thing holding back this American company from getting this company is America. Wild.
But, to be fair, if we've seen the greatest of deals get stalled, even deals that make sense to benefit everybody in North America, and I'm talking Canada included, on any spectrum. Yeah, all of North America tends to delay and slow things down, and the rest of the world looks at us like, let's move it. Come on.
I got a feeling it's going to be like some non-gaming company to get in the way of Microsoft making this purchase.
I'm surprised Vivaldi hasn't tried to say something, because Vivaldi, the French company, they have their fingers in everything. Or even Tencent.
Dude, watch it be like Tesla to come up and
Shut
Twitter
up.
and Tesla get the main barrier in lobbying. Like you look at lobby paperwork, and all of a sudden you just see Elon's name like across the bottom, like as one of the main proponents against it. Like, bro,
I would not be surprised. Now that you've spoken it into the ether, you butt.
No, but this is what I'm saying, right? Like, just it. Because it's going to be something really silly, or at least I don't think it'll be anything within gaming in the U.S. What other? I'm not saying what other because there's a bunch, but because it's funny when we think we're talking about Xbox, but we really talking about Microsoft. Like Microsoft is like leagues bigger than, even though they're on. You guys, you know what I'm saying.
I understand what you're saying. You're talking gibberish.
Okay. But
oh man, happy birthday, Baron.
Happy birthday, Baron.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Baron.
Happy
birthday to you.
Woo!
It's weird getting it's weird.
You're
the whole
old as hell, bucko.
Yeah, it's weird. It's
we weren't
wild.
gonna let that slide.
It was on the 25th, but yeah.
A $10 super chat. Steph says, GLTTT bow? Glit bow? I am confused, bucko.
I don't know what it means, but it's probably so.
I'm assuming, or glit bow, or is it soft like glit bow?
You know what? What if it's a silencer on him? And I just need everybody in the chat to hit me with a West Side Gun. Do. No, I'm just playing.
Shout out to yourself with the super chat, man. For real, I don't gotta show. Hey, we appreciate the love, my guy. For real.
Breath of the Wild.
Appreciate seeing your name in the chat again, brother. Like for real, for real. It's been a while. You, Minnie, Yeti, Hustle, the OGs, man. It's always good to see. Do. Yeah, that's what we're
Yeah.
doing for his birthday. Do's in the chat. Do.
Two old men and Hugger. I mean,
Me.
they're not that old. I am the baby of the team, though.
How old are you, Hugger?
I'll be 30 this year.
And that's how I know I'm getting effing old.
Yeah, because I remember when you were like in your 20s.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like low 20s. I remember that.
Yeah.
That's how I know I'm getting. If Hugger's about to be 30, I'm about to see Jesus.
No, you can't see
No.
Jesus yet because you gotta go. We gotta see the full Dora look come out, so you can't be seeing Jesus
If
yet.
you about to be 30, I have an AARP membership on the way.
You ain't got yours? You know y'all can get that, right? Because it's discriminatory to blind people out of things. So you can...
Really?
Des says
You
she not
gotta be
coming back.
old, I'm 19 and that's facts. I'm a freshly cracked egg.
Yup.
There was I'm not
Y'all
gonna
not seeing Jesus before playing Starfield. Listen, they keep on delaying it. I see Jesus.
Hey, on some real stuff, that's how I feel about Elder Scrolls. Like, I don't think it's real.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably not. Probably
You know
not.
the one thing
It's gonna
that
come
keeps
out and be a Blades too.
you know what keeps Elder Scrolls real for me, Baron, is the fact that I know the mods that are in Skyrim, and I also know that Skyrim Granny did a role
put her
within
in
Elder Scrolls.
Yeah. Go ahead and listen. Hey, bro,
Meg the Stallion.
let me tell you the amount of 50+ hour games that I have that I need to play.
Oh yeah.
The fact that I just bought the early access to Baldur's Gate 3. The fact that I just hit up EA and got my shout out to EA, thank you guys for
Meg the
hooking me up
Stallion
with Wild Hearts.
oatmeal.
Man, on a cold day. But
she thicker than cold oatmeal.
bruh,
Lord have mercy.
my God.
Remember what you used to say back in the gaff fame?
Oh, we ain't talking about that. That was old times. It was shock factor.
He was in his demon hour, yeah.
Yeah. It was along the lines. Same thing I said that got me the COVID. Ain't gonna bring that up. Yeah.
That's funny.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest. I don't even want a release date for Elder Scrolls. Like from Bethesda,
No.
from now on, I don't want no release dates. Just drop the game. Or give me a month. But even then, I don't believe in street dates anymore, y'all.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
I don't believe in street dates. Street dates mean nothing. If I don't see a leaked picture from some GameStop in Iowa, I don't.
Leave it to Canada. We spoil shit all the time.
I don't believe it. I need to see somebody with a gamer score or some trophies with leaked photos before I believe it. I don't believe it anymore. I've lost all faith in humanity. Going gold means nothing because it's fool's gold. It means nothing. All of that.
Let me ask this really quickly. So the Naughty Dog PC port is out, and a lot of people are pissed about it. A lot of people are saying, "Hey, this game, you need a ridiculously overpowered PC. It doesn't look." I've seen some screenshots and it looks bad. Do you think? I'm gonna go on really quickly. We can't spend too much time on this, but they gotta fix this, right? Like they gonna have to. I got a yes and I got a no.
Because they're not gonna be the ones to fix it. The
problem is they had Iron Galaxy. Hugger, what hat is that you got on?
Calgary Flames hockey.
Calgary Flames. They had Iron Galaxy and someone else do the PC port, right? Which is why I go to earlier what Naughty Dog was saying about them doing the PC ports, right? But this is a bad. I guess what my real question is this not a bad look for Sony?
No.
Because Sony didn't make the port, and they have a track record of releasing their ports in
4090s can barely do 60 FPS.
Yeah.
4090s. Oh, thank you, Sky L.
This, some
4090.
PC ports are like,
My computer like.
yeah,
You're not
They
even
just-
trying to optimize it.
Why?
If I'm
You're-
Sony, like these, they have to hit on these PC games. They have to hit on all of them. How did this pass through QA? Like, how did this go? Like, did they not tell Sony, hey?
I'm gonna tell you, at least from what I've seen, from a general, because I'm not in the trenches like Hugger is. I don't know like that. But from what I've seen, anytime you see a console to PC port, it's safe to assume it's gonna burn your computer. Whether we go back to Batman, whether we go
bam.
like, how often do we see a successful console to PC port? That's actually more rare than
Right out the gate, yeah, it is really
right
rare.
out the gate. You don't see, it's not a common. I expect these things to be broken day one, going from
Yeah.
when it comes to ports.
Yeah.
They
Day
saying
ones
this is
now.
real. This is real.
Hey,
Oh,
no,
dang it.
Kev,
Sorry.
Kev. Like I said, hey, if I'm off, let me know. But every time I look in the news, I see people complaining about broken this, broken that. It runs like crap. It's hogging. Da 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 da. I see that for almost every major port. Wild Hearts just had issues.
Mhm.
What was the Batman? I always think of Batman because that
Arkham
was just a
Knight.
legendary.
But that was
Even
bad.
Anthem was bricking PS4s and was poorly optimized on PC until they fixed it. And it, you know
I'm
what,
just
Kev, for maybe your system, it runs 90% of, even Cyberpunk right now is running like shit for me, and I don't know why.
This
Like,
image I just put in the meme box is what's running wild, like all over social media.
remember, don't forget,
Bro,
the
my man look
PC.
tough. He looked like Joel. That ain't Joel.
Joel.
That's Joel.
Joel. Don't forget, PC. There's thousands of
Middle Eastern Joel, I love
configurations.
it.
With consoles, it's easy. There's 3 configurations. Maybe you got the Pro, the Light, the Slim, the Fat, the whatever. But PC, there's thousands, and they can only account for so much. So PC players usually, I can speak for myself, we're not super pressed when it comes out kind of like shit. But when it looks like that, like Joel, that's not even the same. Not even the same
Hey,
character
he looked
model
like
at that
an Assassin's
point.
Creed 1 character.
He does look like Altair.
but no,
Ooh!
but what? Hey, but Kev,
Ooh!
what I'm saying once again, I am not in the trenches. Only reason I even know what drivers and APIs are is because I know what a driver is because I had to update one because my stuff was busted. I am not that guy. I am not cracking open my computer to add or take away anything. I'm going to a computer person and or Best Buy. That's who I am. I am a general consumer. Uh, I'm like, does it go fast? Does it go brr? No.
Hey, as long as it works.
Look, and I'm avoiding anything water cooled because it get too hot in my office, and I am not gonna be adjusting or fixing any. I hope that's not a standard in the future. That's gonna suck because my office it's either super cold or super hot. Like there's no in between, and I couldn't imagine having a PC with like some form of water like
Oof,
in it
no.
on top of the heat that it deals with on a day-to-day running and or liquid or whatever cooling is in there. No way. No way.
And you know what? We are also the minority with stuff because this is what we do every week. We talk about video games every single day,
Yeah.
whether it be on a show. And you guys in the comments, you guys are not the target audience for this. So we are the exception where we can sit and be like, yeah, that PC configuration isn't right for it. And be like, okay, but for the average consumer, somebody who is like Baron, who just wants it
These
to
look
work,
terrible.
those look
These look
terrible.
terrible.
It's
Wait,
you gotta
that's
sometimes
another
not
one.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, they just need some tweezers in the
Hey, go on
post-apocalyptic
Twitter
world.
and type in The Last of Us PC. That's all you gotta do.
Look, all you
They
need is
got,
digital
crazy.
you know what?
tweezers.
That looks
That's
more.
it.
That looks more real. How everybody's eyebrows
Yeah, because
would look.
why are they so well groomed in the post-apocalyptic world?
Right.
Everybody clean, everybody line up fresh. Like we out here
But it'll
making it
be
where
fixed.
twist is on point.
It'll be fixed. And we've seen it recently with Diablo. The problems with Diablo, the only way you're going to get the games fixed is when you release them to the mass audiences, even if it is a paid game. So,
Hey, what was going on in a couple of Reddit threads around Diablo 4 and with the 3080s, that's got me scared to play betas on my PC. Now nobody out here killing 2060 supers.
but
Let me not.
980.
But just the idea,
Yeah.
Oh my lord!
Wait, what happened?
Destiny, you're
I'm
right.
about to
Why
show
was the
y'all.
grass always cut in The Walking Dead? Why was that shit smooth?
Roads paved better than Southern California right now.
You and these J-Fifs.
No, but the 3080s that were getting destroyed, that's scary to me.
And I ran it with a 980 and I was experiencing no issues.
No,
which
but
is
that
weird.
just that's something I've never really thought about by downloading and cranking up a demo or a beta or early access.
Yep.
That hey, something can all of a sudden have your CPUs crank up to 10,000 and your computer
Flight
cook.
Sim did that. When Flight Sim first dropped. Oh,
it
hey,
don't matter
yo.
if you wait. Bro, come on, that's bad, bro.
I reverse vitiligo.
It don't
That's
matter
bad.
if you're black or white.
But you know what's funny? Out of all of the pictures you've shown us, that is the one that most looks like the Joel character model. The other ones, I don't know what's going on. That's a knockoff right there. That's Joel. Yeah, I do have a 980.
Bro,
Still runs.
Hey, my 985 on my laptop. If you ever see me on the go, if I'm on a work trip or we at an event, I got a 985 in the backpack, and that's what I'm
never
using.
done me wrong.
That's what I'm.
Listen.
That's what I'm playing games off of.
I got the 3060 here, and what I take around is a 1060, and I am happy as can be.
He said he's gone camo, and Tony is wild.
60 at home, 1060 on 1060 is for the streets.
Snips. Woo!
Snips! What's going on, Snips? Hope all is well with thee. I had a 1050 Ti to 2021. Played Cyberpunk 200 hours under 30 FPS. My man was on my way to Struggleville.
That's the thing.
Now I have a 3060. Yes, sir.
I can get 70, 80 FPS on Red Dead Redemption, but I don't play it at that because I would rather it look pretty. It depends on the game. You guys know I play RP all the time, and I'm just like, I'm happy with what I got.
Hey, if you can hear my voice, 3 things. Hit the like button, subscribe, and F's in the chat for E3. F's in the chat right now for E3. Because what Vince Carter say? It's over.
Stop.
It's over. It's over. I'm sorry. Yes, it's going to be great for indies if it's not just canceled all the way, right? Because now not only is no Xbox, no PlayStation, no Nintendo, no Ubisoft, no Tencent, no Sega. It's going to be great for indies if it happens. But Vince Carter told y'all it's over. It's a wrap.
Look, if nobody watched my video, long story short,
all people's on the chat for E3.
They need to pivot.
They do.
Go ahead and lean in. Be the Southern California PAX. Don't call yourself PAX, but you're ran by the people who set up PAX. So just be that, because PAX West is in Seattle. So just be Southern California PAX. That's not a bad thing, and you can still carry the E3 name. You still be at the same convention center, because you're going to get the same amount of people to show up, because in name it still is E3.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's all they need to do. Now, what but then they're not communicating. I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was I Am Brandon, somebody we follow was talking on Twitter, and they brought up some solid points. Look, communicate. Let folks know what's happening. Say something. That's why I put on Twitter, fight back. You're not doing nothing.
You know what would piss me off if they made a PAX event in Southern California? You know why that would piss me off? By Repop? Because Repop canceled PAX South.
Yeah.
And PAX South was known as the indie PAX. You had an indie game, Because PAX South, Nintendo was there a few times, Xbox there a few times, but it was really about community and it was about the indies, right? You
Yeah.
can't take away PAX South and then give us the same damn convention in California and when you're just doing
I mean,
indie. That's why they can't do it to you. It piss me off.
I
I
mean,
don't
you
think
can
they
for me
could.
though.
Look, LA
What you
hot
say?
place to be. We get that. But for an indie dev who is going to bring a team of maybe 5 or 6 people just for me to come down, and that's from Canada, and there's a lot of indie studios that show up. It was like $3,000. I don't know much
Oh, but
indie studios that got
I'm
that
gonna
kind of
tell you this.
capital.
One thing I don't. The reason I say that's not the case, that can't be the case, is because they already go to Boston. They already go to the cheapest place out of all of them is Seattle, and that's still not cheap.
Yeah, Seattle.
Boston is expensive as heck. For some reason, it just look. I think I just the idea of letting E3 die
It hurts.
is silly.
It
It's
hurts my
silly.
soul.
It's unnecessary. Like it's they could definitely pivot. They just need to pivot because Summer of Game Fest obviously has all the big names like that.
And
That's
people
a
are already
wrap. They
complaining
came
that's
in.
too boring.
I wonder if
Pivot.
it'll
I,
get more
I don't
interactive.
want it to die. I don't want it to die. I really don't. I don't want
No,
it to. I don't
that's
want it to
our
die.
Super Bowl.
But like Baron said, it needs to become something else. It needs to be marketed as something else because Jeff Keighley got this thing in a chokehold.
Mm-hmm.
It really is.
He
Right?
does.
And if you're gonna give us another, if you're just gonna turn it into another PAX, let it be PAX South. Bring back PAX South. That's
Mm.
what I'm saying.
They got to. They
You
got to do
know,
something.
I, I'm gonna tell you, it's got the name to carry, and Destiny. Steph brings up a good point. Something's got to die. I do understand that something's got to give, but in the gaming space, why not have more? Why not? There's enough studios out there. But the problem is they gotta lower the price. I don't know what their ticket prices are, but it's safe to assume that because it's the name like E3, it's high. Not in
It's like
terms of
800
consumers. I'm
plus a
talking
couple
about
years
people
ago.
buying booths. I'm talking about buying booths
Oh,
and
booths.
buying
Oh, yeah.
slots and whatnot. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know those numbers, but I imagine they're very high. I don't know.
You know
I
why?
get the notion that something has to die. I just think we are in an age to where we're in gaming. We do have to begin to let some things and some notions go. Just like
Yeah.
eventually, all games need to. You need to go in the backyard like oh yellow. And E3, I think, and it all started with people's names and addresses being leaked, and then
Yeah.
it just I think the name has been tarnished so much that it's fallen into meme category.
Yeah.
Once you become a meme,
Then you become a locale
Yeah.
and you never escape.
Yeah.
it's hard to bounce back from that, right? And
People crap
E3
on
has
Bow Wow
become
like he didn't
a
have
meme
slaps.
now.
Yep.
It sucks, but it's and E3 supposed to be now Super Bowl, but it's become a meme. So it's going to, and I know they had Repop is taking on Repop done amazing with Paxis. I get that. I just think the name is tarnished. The name
Make it
is
something
not.
else.
It doesn't hold in our industry like it used to. I'm just
Make
saying.
it something else. And so people like me, that would be our once a year convention. I wouldn't go to PAX. I wouldn't go because I know everybody I would see would be there. And I still would like that experience of meeting everybody that I want to see because you take away the big convention, then all the little conventions now become big conventions, and they kind of I don't know. We've seen that here in Canada. Once you take away the big convention, the little conventions become the big conventions, and it loses its special meaning to be a little convention.
Yeah.
Which is not a bad thing.
You know what I could see happening, right? Like it wasn't even a joke. I said it on Twitter, talking to Dez, who should be on the panel. Somebody like Freedom Games, somebody like Prime Matter, or what is it, Koch Media or Koch Media? I don't know how to pronounce
Wait a minute, who?
Koch.
I don't know.
Koch. I don't know how to say it.
Yeah, I don't know how to say it. I just always see it. Which is like Prime Matter and a bunch of AA especially a lot of Euro RPG titles.
Mhm. Get like Focus in there.
Freedom
Focus
Games,
Interactive.
Focus, Annapurna.
Thank you, Swaggy. That's what he said.
Yeah, I did say cognitive.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I was.
No, but I'll
You know
say
that's a
Rooster
sub,
Media
Baron.
next time. I'm sorry. But no. Like have one of these folks headline it.
Yeah.
Why not? Why
Yeah.
not? Make it a grand stage, because in my opinion, even though PAX East is huge, PAX East has become huge, it still seems niche in my eyes.
It is.
Even as somebody who's went, it still feels very niche. E3 is not niche. So why not take this and make it the space to uplift those double A's? That indie that's gonna shine, let it shine brighter. Like it just Devolver. Hell, let Devolver headline. Like it just would be like there's so many things you can do with it. And it's funny because in my eyes, I guess I'm just trying to save a major Southern California convention. That's all I'm trying to do. Like being selfish about it, because we don't have PAX. But we do got Twitch. Well, no, we don't even have TwitchCon anymore. That's Vegas. Yeah, no. GameStop Expo isn't out this way anymore. We got WonderCon and we got Comic Con. GameStop Expo was one of the dopest things ever. I walked out of there with 20 full-fledged sealed games.
Ooh,
like EA was up in there
that you never
handing out
gonna
titles.
Play.
You know it's gonna be dope as ever? Next week. Monday. 15 Minutes of Fame with Lord Cognito.
Boom.
From the Lords Podcast. Next Monday, 5 p.m. CST. Next Wednesday, WXP Podcast 241 featuring the man with the million, Randall Thor. You guys will want to come out and rock with us. We're going to have a lot to talk about. Baron, let's say, where you from, B?
I'm from the Inland Empire, good sir, Southern California.
Where it never rains.
No, that's all it's been doing is raining. It looked like Seattle. People are super depressed. It's hilarious.
Well, it won't stop raining here, and it won't stop getting tornado warnings, and it's snakes and everybody.
We had a tornado in Montebello, like ripped up.
What are y'all doing with tornadoes? That's meant for us. That's our bugaboo.
You know, we get tornadoes and rain. We get tornadoes
in Canada
every summer.
You might as well get some icicles and spin them around in a circle.
We had
throw that ass in a circle.
There's a famous. It's called Black Friday here. A tornado ripped through a trailer park and killed like a dozen people.
Damn.
Tornadoes.
I was gonna say a joke, but then you said death, and I was like, oh.
I almost said something too.
It was like
I'm glad you finished that.
It was 35 years ago. It was before I was even born. Yeah. But we get tornadoes.
If you guys, if you can hear my voice in the chat, give us a suggestion of what game we should be playing, what movie we should be watching, or what anime we should be chilling with. I'm gonna let the panel go as well. Hugs, I'm gonna start with you. Can you give the people who are listening, whether it's on Spotify, iTunes, or watching right now live on YouTube, give them a game they should be playing, or a movie they should be watching, or anime they should be chilling with?
First of all, Don, which like Sylvan gets a lot of you should be watching. I'm only in the first episode. Is Swarm. It's the like really one you're seeing on TikTok with Billie Eilish being the weird cult leader thing. It's shaping up to be interesting. I'm for it. You should be playing your favorite game or a game you started, but then you kind of like took a break from. Go restart that. And if you have to go back to the beginning because you don't remember how to play, go play that game. Get it finished. We're January, February, March, April. We're pretty much in April. We're 4 months into 2023. You should have finished at least one game by now. Come on, people. And anime, go watch Kill la Kill again because that one always scratches an itch. Love Kill la Kill.
Okay. All right, we got some in the chat. Bodie says Resident Evil 4 in her merchant voice. Swaggy C says John Wick 4. It just gets better and better. Citizen Sip says go watch yourself at twitch.tv/Citizen Snips. Steph says game. Any Diablo game. TV show, Twin Peaks.
Sorry.
I missed it. Rain also says John Wick 4. Arcade, who was the first person in the chat tonight, says anime Tokyo Revengers. It's got games, it got time travel, and it got murder. Murder on my mind.
Hell yeah.
Let's see. We got some more here. Don says Yellow Jacket season 2 just started up. Rain also said John Wick sounds like an adult film. Facts.
It really does.
There was a question in the chat. Aunt Tony Pony. I like that name. Aunt Tony Pony. ATP.
Right.
I'm gonna call you ATP for short. What kind of games do you guys like
Energy.
most? As in genre. Me personally, my favorite genre, turn-based RPGs.
Yeah.
I love turn-based RPG. I'm not an action RPG. I mean, I'll play them, but if I had a choice, turn-based, and that's probably why I love the South Park game so much, right? Plus, they mixed a
Yeah.
little bit of strategy in there too. Turn-based RPGs. What about you, B? What's your favorite genre?
Grid-based tactical RPGs. So your Disgaias, your XComs. I was actually part of the tactical RPG, turn-based RPG fest. Like, yeah, I hooked. Final Fantasy Tactics
Nerd.
Ogre. Yeah.
What's your
can't play
favorite genre,
chess,
Hugs?
so
Before I get that, Dawn Cold Lake, what's up? And Bordy, you better hold my hand because Resident Evil scares the shit out of me. My favorite genre is action adventure, so like Tomb Raider, Assassin's Creed. I love all those games. Mass Effect.
All right. I kind of felt that. I mean, when we first started connecting, I mean, I know you were big into. I think at that time you were like replaying Tomb Raider, like what you were streaming at the time. So
I have to
kind
finish
of
Shadow of the
fixed
Tomb
that.
Raider today, or this year. That is my goal, and I will be streaming it.
Few more suggestions in the chat. Citizen Steve says go watch Mobile Suit Gundam: The Origin. And if I missed any, I hope if I did, I'm so sorry. See Yellow Jacket, John Wick. ATS, I just finished Wolfenstein 2 New Colossus. Great game. I know I'm late. Yeah, it's a great game. Yeah, great game. Love it. I even loved. I know people hated it. I love Youngbloods.
It was
I
good.
had fun with Youngbloods.
It was so good.
I did. All right. Hug. No, Baron. Your suggestions for the week.
Oh, go rewatch Banshee. If you want to go see Anthony Starr or Homelander at his best, if you love Homelander, you'll love Banshee. Or the boys. I'm sorry, I call it Homelander because he might as well be the main character. But to play, if you're getting a feel for Monster Hunter, but you want to build stuff along the way, go play Wild Hearts. Much love to EA for hooking it up with a code. Go play Wild Hearts. I've been playing the heck out of it. It's pretty wild.
And then we got in the chat, Destiny. You should have been here.
Yeah, that's why you're ignored, bro. You thought it was an accident.
You should have been here.
Man, come on, man.
You should have been here. You better call Saul. All right, Better Call Saul is super fire. Need a Sky also need a badass. The boys is that the boys invisible game. Johnny Man, and I feel it's gonna be a long time. Good to watch. Bad Batch has outclassed Mandalorian in every way. Listen, for me, my suggestions are a week quick. It ain't nothing really new. My Hero season 6 just wrapped up, and when I tell you the entirety of My Hero season 6 was perfect, down to the every minute detail. My Hero 6 season 6 was perfect, and season 7 got me hype. I cannot wait to season 7. Right, season 6 was perfection. Also, Snowfall. If you following up with Snowfall, I'm about to spoil. They killed. I'm not gonna spoil it. They killed one of my favorite characters in Snowfall as they're getting ready to end the show. Snowfall is absolutely great. My Hero is mid. The lies you tell. Season 6 was perfect. But yeah, My Hero, Snowfall, and then for games.
This man gonna say Pokemon
Because it's coming to an end. And it's finally getting ready to close down. They put out the last batch. I want you guys to go play the Story for Adventures. Okay? I did a 15 minutes of fame with Jay Barry. and we trying to let y'all know that I'm don't go into the multiplayer.
Yeah,
The
don't do that.
story mode only for Avengers is grade A. It's fire. Go play it. I'm just saying.
That's
Just
That'd
saying.
be a great
Listen,
movie.
we had a hell of a time with y'all. Yeah, that's the best version of Kamala Khan in
Yeah.
that game. We had a hell of a time with y'all. If y'all didn't already hit that like button, subscribe if you have not. Hit share the stream out. You know, even though we're about to end. Don't forget next week we are live with Rand Al Thor, the man with a million. Next Wednesday, next Monday, I'm also live for 15 minutes fame with Cognitive. Listen, we appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys head over to lv1gaming.com, bookmark our website, show us some love over there. Hey, listen, we appreciate y'all. It was been a hell of a show. Hopefully Dez is back next week. Hopefully she's feeling better. If not, make sure you guys send her $5 foot long. With all that said, congratulations, you guys leveled up to 240. This was the WSP Podcast. We'll see you guys next Wednesday. Peace.
Dang, Bordy.
Onions.